in their ass, presumably far. Then the other person takes the other end of the tube and they shoves it in their ass, and one of them takes a shit. They shit into somebody. Do you know? Anyways, so now I'm in a wormhole, and I'm like, I was trying to get over to fucking Manhattan. Now I'm looking through shit. And I just wanted to find something that I was comfortable doing, like way less aggressive than shitting in someone. So I kept looking, and eventually I came across a playful one. It's called the snowflake. And it works good for me because my birthday is Christmas Eve. So I was like, I can get behind this. So the snowflake, what you have to do is you make love with your partner, or you have sex or whatever, and you hope it's kind of sloppy. Not gross, just sloppy. And instead of toweling down, you air dry. Now, the reason for this will become apparent in a second. So, after you're waiting and you air dry, you wait for your partner to fall asleep. And then when that person is asleep, you go over their head, and you go like this, and you go. And what happens is everything just kind of flakes off, and it's just like a little gross snow globe, just a vagina snow globe. It's like. So I was like, yeah, I can do that. It's my birthday. Anyway, she don't know, but she ain't here. So, docking is a thing. I don't know if anybody here has ever done dick in dick, but that's possible. So docking requires one intact man and one cut man, possibly Jewish, I don't know. But what happens is the intact man takes his God-given foreskin or helmet or sleeve or whatever you want to call it, and he stretches it out like this, and then he wraps it around the other guy's dickhead, and it goes. So I don't know what happens after this. This is as far as I got. But I assume there's some intense eye contact, maybe? Like, what do? You just look? Do you, like, full length it? I don't know, but it's a real thing that people do, docking. Check it out. Of all the sex things I found, I couldn't find one that'll get you into heaven. So I made one up. And what I call this move that I made up, the holy roller. Let me explain. So the holy roller requires a priest. So you grab the priest by the dick like this. And then you go. And then when he starts to act like is this still on?
No.
And then, is this hard to turn on? And then when the father acts like he's gonna sneeze and he's like, then you go, heaven. It's hope for the best. No, I shouldn't make jokes about the Catholic Church because I didn't go to Catholic Church. I went to a nice, normal, backwoods, rural, Pentecostal church. That's where I went. And nothing weird happens there. Unless you consider catching the Holy Ghost weird, which I'll guarantee you it fucking is as a child. So you're sitting here in a church and the pastor's giving a fiery sermon. And every once in a while somebody will stand up at random and their eyes roll back and they're like, and then they start talking in Hebrew tongues. And this is catching the Holy Ghost. It's a real thing. So they run up and down the aisles and they're talking in Hebrew, but this is before Rosetta Stone. I was from a community of 200 people. Nobody knew Hebrew. Like, it wasn't on the curriculum. So anyways, and then all of a sudden they'll collapse. And they'll wait, and then the preacher will touch them and they'll come to. Totally normal, right? Thought so. So that's how I know God and I do not share a sense of humor. Because this only ever happens at church. If God and I shared a sense of humor, people would be catching the Holy Ghost all over the fucking place. The grocery store, they're just like like looking at tomatoes. Like, fucking library. Librarians just like, shh. They're just like, or the airport. That'd be the best one. You just try speaking Hebrew in the airport, running up and down the aisle like a princess. They're like, it's white ISIS. Jesus. God help me. Sorry, Grandma, Grandpa, love you both. But, no, so I that's enough on the religion. I get it. It's taboo. But anyways, I got this buddy. So I had this friend once. Any geologists here? No? No geologists? Serious? Fuck, man. Anyways, I did meet this one geologist playing pickleball, and if you guys think that's a funny statement, and it kind of is, but I had this one geologist buddy. I met him on a pickleball court. His name was Rocky. Now, if you don't know, geology is the study of rocks, but this was his God-given name, and it's because his mom banged a Sylvester Stallone impersonator on spring break. She wasn't sure, so blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'll name you Rocky. Anyways, Rocky's a great guy. We spent a lot of time together on the pickleball court. I texted him, he'd answer back. You know, I thought we were in a good spot. So I asked my friend Rocky, I was like, Rocky, why don't you let me take you for a pint? And the dynamic instantly changed. He started leaving me on red, like Rocky wouldn't come play pickleball with me no more. And I didn't understand, like, does he think I'm gay? Like, I just offered to take you for a pint, not a big deal. Anyways, he was totally ghosting me. And then I seen him one day, and I was like, Rocky, what's going on, man? Like, I thought we had something. We were playing pickleball, you know, hanging out. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to tell you, you don't ever fucking offer to take a geologist for a fucking pint. Admittedly, I was still confused, and I was like, and then he said, we prefer quartz. Anyways, I kind of got it after that. It was fun. Anybody out here sending dick pics? I mean, if you are, don't. But if you are, you're not going to take my advice. But I do have a pro tip. If you are sending a dick pic, pro tip, always make sure there's a child's hand in the photo because your dick will look enormous. That's my time, guys. Thanks so much.